So in relationships, I guess you never really answered this. Do you take more of the dominant role or do you take more of the submissive role? Or is it a weird mix?
At the beginning, I used to take more of the dominant role. At the end, I feel like I ended up like taking more of the submissive role.
Because you come across to me as someone who's naturally very feminine, but it almost feels like you're naturally very feminine, but you were kind of thrust into the dominant role because of maybe your ex or maybe the guys that you date. And I know a lot of guys nowadays are kind of pussies. I'm not saying your ex, I don't know your ex, but a lot of guys are very. And the problem is society teaches all girls you want to be like Beyonce and TikTok videos, female empowerment, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like, but are you naturally that way? Because a lot of girls aren't. A lot of girls would be happier, like having their man make decisions and be a leader, and they'd be more attracted to a guy like that. And then some
Mm,
girls, not so much.
no, I grew up like with. Okay, so it's a weird mix because my mom is very like dominant, but at the same time, my dad is like this like strong, like very masculine figure, very like dominant as well. Um, but I've always been like very, have always had like an active voice in my house, in my relationship. Never took like shit from no one. Never will. Um, if I want something, I go after it. Um, but I also think that the man has to have his voice, you know? So at the beginning I was like very, everything had to be like my way, like we would like go to the restaurants I wanted, like we would order the food I wanted and blah blah blah. And then at some point I was like, okay, Fabio, like what do you want? Like speak, you know, speak something, like